Premier, Ninth Wonder, and all that. So it's a different sonic. So I'm looking like, all right, I need to learn to get my pencil game again on this side other than over there. So now I'm sharpening up my shit, but the only way you sharpen your shit is by practicing. So one day, Dope Vibe sends me this dope beat. He already had the hook, a verse, another verse, and he had an open slot. He sent the open slot to me. Like, I need you to mix this. I'm like, oh, bro, like, there's an open slot. Like, what's happening? He's like, oh, there is? Go off. Do what you got to do. Turn up. I said, really? He's like, yeah. So I go in there, mix the song as good as I can. Mind you, Reggie went to school for this, but I'm mixing, mastering the track, right? So I go out there, I'm mixing it and everything, and then I wasn't terrible, I wasn't the best. This is before YouTube tutorials really where they at now. So make my verse, mix the song and everything, send it back to Dope Vibe. Dope Vibe's like, oh shit, this shit hard. I'm gonna let Reggie hear this, nigga. I'm gonna put this on my project. I said, word, hi, say less. So then, boom, fast forward. This is around Dope Vibe's birthday here, Gemini. So he's like, yo, I'm about to drop the song, and I'm about to drop a project. I'm gonna drop the song. I'm like, all right, word, say less. He's like, yeah, the verse that you did, yeah, we're gonna take that off and just put you on a remix. Remix? The song didn't even come out. But in my mind, that's what the fuck I'm saying. And I'm like, really? I'm like, that's kind of, I was like, you know what? This is his project. This is his baby. This is his creativity. He makes the executive decisions. What can I do? You know what I did? I took the abuse. Take the abuse. Are you going to take the abuse? So I said, fuck it. Took the abuse. I was like, all right, fuck it. So when the project came out, I was still on one of the tracks, but I was just removed from that track. It's cool. So then later on that year, they'll fall into that summer. I think this is like 16. The years might be a little bit off, might be 16, 17. So DJing at this club right now, DJing at the strip club. And then some dude came up to me. I was open to DJ, and then the headline DJ came up to me like, yo, blood. He just came in. Like, his attitude was weird. He was a cool nigga, but couldn't play him close. Like, he's one of them niggas, like, if somewhere hurting, he gonna laugh and walk over you. Like, you know what I mean? And we didn't grow up like that. Like, if you know someone and they hurting and you can help them or whatever, you know, lead in the right direction, you do that. So he looked like, he came in there like, yo, dog, came in the DJ booth like, yo, what the fuck? Like, nigga, you a DJ. You don't know how to make beats? I was like, nah, I tried like years ago around that time when the girl got uppercut by the bus driver. Me and my cousin tried to like make beats, but that nigga kept trying to sample like Lauryn Hill and shit like that. I'm like, that's too much copyright infringement. I'm not for that shit. He started laughing like, nigga, yo, you need to go start making beats, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Listen, go make you some beats. Like, it's just like, yo, nigga, you a DJ. Like, that's pretty much what he kept saying. Like, you're a fucking DJ. You should know how to make beats. I'm like, whatever. So then, boom, that was like 2017. Like, summer of 17. So summer of 17, I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Should I start making beats? So, you know what I mean? I already know a little bits of mix and mastering. I listen to songs. I already know from experience of helping people. I already know how shit moves. I'm like, I could probably, I see what he's saying. So then now, 7 days after talking to homeboy, talking about I should go make beats, my blood called me like, yo, D, I'm trying to make beats. Mind you, called me 7 days later and said, yo, bruh, I'm trying to make beats. I'm like, I already have some skills in making beats in the sense of I know what niggas want to hear, know what bitches want to hear, you know what I mean, what makes people move, because I see it. I know how to read a fucking room. So I'm like, I say less. Like, yo, come over, bro. We want to make beats. So then Seven Breed, shouts out to him. He comes over, and then me and him like every day, learning how to count, how to make beats and stuff like that. Mind you, he was making beats before, but it's like there was no counts. He didn't know how to break songs down and shit like that. Hook, chorus, and all that. It was just straight. You know what I mean? Beats or just there was no direction. So when he was like, "Yo, I need help, bro," helped him structure tracks and different sounds and open his mind to different music, stuff like that. So as me helping him, he helped me to learn how to make beats. Like I know how music feels, but he helped me like this is that goes. And then later on, I became I became Sample God. Have so many goddamn names. We'll get into that. But shouts out to No Lanes for the merch. You know, shouts out to No Lanes for the merch. But so rocking with him made me become the producer. And I said, yo, I'm ready. I'm fucking ready. I know, YouTube helped me out with mixing and mastering. I still got more elevations to do, more growth to do. But at this time, I'm like, yo, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm going to start making beats and I'm going to start rapping. But I wasn't 100% ready. I was at like 80. So I'll make beats and then rap to it, but tuck it. I'll shelf them shits. So now this is like 2018. I'm starting to shelf shit. Grabbing tracks, making it, shelving it. Because I still wanted to figure it out. So, boom. I have niggas rap on the beats. I'll look for niggas like, yo, bruh. So I have Van Cleef, like, yo, help me out. Rap put to these tracks. He like, say less, I got you. And then I have other niggas come through the studio. You know what I mean? Yeah, cause, you know what I mean? Niggas do what they do. So fast forward to like 2019. I'm making beats and stuff like that. I'll send some beats to certain niggas. Some niggas hit me up requesting to hear some of my beats and I'll play it. You know what I mean? Put them in group chats and shit like that. So one of these days, Reggie hits me up. Like, yo, bro, you doing your Thug this? I'm like, yeah. He's like, nigga, one of these days, like, you know what I mean? You gonna have to send me a beat. I said, in my mind, I'm like, nigga, I don't ask you for like, but I'm looking like, nah. I said, say less, blood. I got you. When you know what I mean? When I tap in and I start getting my business right, I'm gonna send you some beats. That's nothing. But first, let me get my business right. You know what I mean? So, fast forward, this was like 2000, this is like mid 2019. It's before the pandemic. So, this is like, matter of fact, I'm lying. This is late 18, early 19, because it was around his birthday. Yeah. So, I sent Reggie like an 8-pack. 8-pack had nothing but songs that I sampled. Like really sampled, like not sampled, like yeah, I sampled, like, and me, I'm not a person that would like to sample like a song that everybody knows, like millions of people don't sample this. So I like to sample tracks that it's heard, yeah, if you got the album, but it's not their single. It's part of the album, but it's not their single. So probably, less people heard it. So I sent them like I think like a 4 to 8-pack of nothing but sample tracks. And then I was just like, yo, bro, listen to these tracks. Give me your input. I didn't send it to him for him to rap on it. I wanted inputs because like I said, when you get sample tracks, that's the whole business side. But when you sample tracks, you get copyright and shit like that. So that's why I was like, yeah, I'm just sending this for feedback. So now I send him the tracks. I swear to God, he ain't say nothing for like a good week or two. He texts me back like, yo, blood. Yeah, I wrote to all those tracks. I'm like, what? I'm like, what the fuck? In my mind, I'm like, what the fuck you doing, my nigga? Like, no one told you to fucking rap on these beats, my nigga. I told you I just want input. But what I texted him back was, oh, word? yo, them shits, word, bro. One of these days I gotta hear it. He's like, yeah, I can't record it right now. But one of these days, like, I'm a recorder. I say less. He didn't know that me, Seven Breed, and a few other people going out there for his birthday. And it was a surprise. So we like, I say less. So I already knew that I'm finna go out there and then, make make beats and shit like that and go chill in Georgia. I always tell, so before we went out, I told Seven Breed, I was like, yo, I swear to God, Georgia's like a safe haven for me. Like, I go to Georgia, time slows down. Like up north, nigga, yo, movers and shakers, you gotta keep going. You wanna move. In Georgia, in the South, everything slows down. Your mind slows down. The food tastes different. The bitches taste different. Everything feels different. So, and he was like, word, like, all right, let's go. So we go to Georgia. He sees and feels what I'm talking about. So he's like, oh, this shit is completely different from Jersey. And so now we out there. We at the studio. We at Reggie and them studios. So we just a whole bunch of niggas like Dope Vibe. RIP my nigga Hefe. We got Chrome Dome there, Wizzy. A whole bunch of niggas up there. So Seven and Breed and I, we making the beats. We got the beats for days. I guess Reggie slowed down to making beats. I don't know. So we up there, we just like Seven Breed and I is like, yo, you got the aux cord for 30 minutes or an hour? I was like, you know what? Yo, you know what? You knew Georgia. You have the aux cord. I'll get it when you tired of letting niggas hear beats. He's like, all right, cool. So then Seven Breed playing hella tracks, niggas just recording. Dope Vibe is like Tupac. He just recording. So niggas just going crazy that day. It was just a whole bunch of recording. And then Seven Breed was like, I think these are all the tracks that I made here in Georgia. Like, you got something? I was like, I got you. So now I take over the aux. So then when I take over, Reggie comes up like, yo, bruh, let's record that track that I wrote to. I was like, what track? Remember the sample pack? I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot about that. I was like, this nigga really wrote to the shit. He really wants me to record to. So I'm looking at him like, let's see what happens. You feel me? I just let's go along with it. So now he records the track. I think, was he drinking at that time? I think he was. He was a little wavy. So he recording the track and everything. And then I'm like, nigga, this track is okay. Like, I understand where you're coming from. You're speaking some real nigga shit. He's like, word, bruh. Yeah, I'm about to sing on this hook. He said, I want you to go, when you get back to Jersey, go get you like an R&B singer and have that nigga sing or whatever, and you feel me, help make the song better. I said, okay. I'm just like, whatever you want, dog. Let's see what happens. So he spits his verse, spits the hook, and then he's like, yo, that's all I got. I was like, okay. So then he was like, yo, you got any more beats for me? I'm like, this nigga just asked for a beat and he's instantly getting the beat. I'm like, okay. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I still have that mindset that my mama and his mama installed in us. That's family. That's the only people we tell you to rock with. There's other people out there, they don't rock with you like family rock with you. So that's my mindset. Oh, whatever he does is family. It's cool. So I pull up another track. This is a track that I made coming from my sister's house in Georgia to their house. That was like an hour from Atlanta to the north. So that's like an hour trip. So I was in the car. I made a beat. So when I came to that studio, he was like, yo, what's the track you got? I was like, yo, I just made this trick in the car. So I played it. Everybody over there, Chrome Dome's like, oh, this shit hard, y'all. Let me get on this shit. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Then Wizzy, then Heavy, Dope. Everybody's just like, yo, nigga, this shit crazy. This shit slap. I'm like, yo, dog. Reggie's like, nah, I want this shit. I'm like, it's your birthday. Your birthday's coming up. Fuck it. Whatever. You got it, sir. So then he starts recording to it, and then he ended up recording and finished the track. He did the hook. and then the verse.